Okay, everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to do the top 10 Star Wars Black Series figures for 2022. And yes, you guessed it, they're not all from Hasbro, because in my opinion, Hasbro did not make the figures that they should have made in 2022. But anyways, let's put that aside. And you may call foul on me for picking what I picked. These are my picks for Star Wars Black Series 2022. Now, my number 10 is going to be this droid. It came out of a droid pack, and I think this guy is super cool. He's fully articulable and stuff like that, and I think it's pretty fantastic. I wish they would sell like a 3-pack of just these droids, and hopefully they'll get around to it. Maybe a Mandalorian 3-pack where they're working on the Naboo Starfighter or something like that. That would be really cool. Now, that is my number 10, and of course, he came in a droid pack. But anyways, that's my number 10. I'm going to set him in the back. My number 9 pick is going to be this guy, and there were a couple different versions. There was the deluxe version that came out with extra instruments, and then there was the standard version, and it doesn't matter which one. I got them both, but I think this guy is actually going to be my number 9 just because you always needed him in your collection, and it was nice to get something in the Black Series finally that I didn't actually have before, just in a different paint scheme. My number 8 figure for this year is going to be this trooper here, and the reason why he's actually number 8 and not much higher on the list is because once you mess around with him for a little bit, the joints, on mine anyways, the joints have become kind of soft. It took a long time for these guys to come in, and then all of a sudden they were super high priced, and then they went on sale pretty much everywhere. So there's no reason why you couldn't have picked up a few of these to have like army builders. But I think they're really, really cool, and I like this guy a lot, but he is my number 8 pick, and he's going to go in the back there. So my number 7 pick is going to be kind of interesting for people because it's going to be this Mandalorian figure here. Now, I really like this guy when he came out. He's super posable and looks fantastic. Now, I really like him, and he could have ended up higher, but I have a lot of different favorites. So this guy is actually my number 7 pick. That is number 7 for 2022. Now, the thing is, this Obi-Wan Kenobi is by far the one that I like best from the Kenobi series that I got this year. They had the one in the tan shirt, but I really like the way this guy looks in the blue. I think it really pops. This was the Target exclusive, and I was glad to get him kind of early. So anyways, this guy is my number 6. This is my custom Black Chrysanthemum, and I got to give a shout out to the guys over at Bounty Supply Company for having the head and this full getup that you could put together your own Black Chrysanthemum from a Chewbacca. Now, I did some extra work on him where I added like some extra fur and stuff like that into the body and onto the legs and stuff like that to beef him up a little bit. This is going to be my number 5. It's a custom figure. I acquired it this year. I didn't make everything myself, but I painted it and took care of that stuff, and then did my own customization on the body. But I think with this kit, it's really cool to be able to have a proper Black Chrysanthemum in your collection. And I just wish that Hasbro would have come out with this version instead of the one that they dipped in lacquer and then tried to sell you in a comic book box. My number 4 action figure for 2022, and it's going to be this version of the Boba Fett. Now, I had the one where he has all the scratched up armor and stuff like that, but this one that's very clean, the throne room one, is by far been like my favorite. He's got the good articulation. I like this figure a lot. I have him in a lot of my little shorts and stuff like that. But anyways, that is my number 4 figure for 2022. We got this version of the Purge Trooper, and this guy is actually really, really cool. I'm digging it a lot. This is the version over these other gaming grades that I have that I really, really like the best. And I'm super happy to have this one. This is my number 3 figure for 2022. And then it comes down to 2, and I'm gonna have to do this. I was really looking forward to this guy right here. This is Cobb Vanth, and I really like the actor. He does a good job. He was in a show called Justified that I really liked, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of this character in Star Wars. Maybe he'll show up in the Book of Boba Fett, or maybe end up with his own show. That would be really, really cool. But anyways, here he is in the armor, and I think this guy is absolutely fantastic. The figure is awesome. Now, the thing is, he's my number 2 figure, mostly because of this Cal Kestis here, who ends up rounding out and becoming my number 1 figure for 2022. And he just barely eked in too, because I just picked him up recently. And so he makes it into my 2022 pickups. And I think that that one is really cool. I'm a fan of the Fallen Order and this Jedi Survivor. I'm really looking forward to playing that when it comes out. One more thing I want to throw in, a honorable mention for 2022, and that is an open helmeted Darth Vader. Now, once again, Bounty Supply Company coming through with the head sculpt to be able to throw on your own Vader after you paint it and customize it up. Now, this is a custom Darth Vader with the open helmet. And man, I just don't know why Hasbro hasn't released one yet. Anyways, if Hasbro had released an official, I guarantee you if I would have picked him up this year, he would have definitely been on my top 10. I didn't want to throw in 2 custom figures into my top 10. That's why he didn't actually make it in there. I was actually more, I really like that Black Chrysanthemum head sculpt and all the gear. That's why I wanted to make sure he got into the top 10. But I don't want anybody to call too much foul on throwing in figures that really almost nobody else is going to have unless they do it themselves. Anyways, that's my top 10 for 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, everybody, have a fantastic day.